What's up? What's up, everybody? What's going on? Welcome back to another episode of The Urban Platform Speaks. As usual, we got another entertaining and good show for y'all. Today, I only got one of my co-hosts with me today. I got Tanisha.
I'm always here.
Yeah. Tanisha always got good attendance. Let me see. Everybody else had to work or they had other commitments, so they'll probably be back next week. But we're gonna get right into this situation with Puff Daddy and Cassie. That's her name, Cassie, right? Yeah. So what you think about this Puff Daddy Cassie situation?
I don't want to think about it.
You say you don't?
No, I wish I don't know. I don't know. It's a mess. I feel like.
Do you think that Puff Daddy like took advantage of her? Like,
I think so. I think
like he abused his authority and everything that he had?
I think so. And not even just thinking about like abuse or anything, just taking him for what he's presented as his character to us since we've met him.
Yeah.
He is the control freak. Like everybody he's been in contact with that he's had power over, like he's had to be the most powerful in every situation. Like I feel like he reaches lower and in the less talented bucket and like different places to get people who need him. So if there's a desired need for him to make your life better, then that's what he gonna do. So he dangled a bunch of like hopes and dreams in front of people who think about all of the artists and the talent that he's put out outside of the big names. Like we're not talking about Mary, Biggie, Faith, like, but Danity Kane, Day 26, like these type of groups, I felt like he needed them to need him. And when he got them to wherever he said that they were going to be, he disposed of them. That's just like a person that is power, on a power trip, an ego trip. I wholeheartedly, now that I look back and people are showing like videos and things like that of them in public and back then, and it's like alarming. Like you can see the signs of him being an abuser, even if it's not like, even if he wasn't putting his hands on it, you could see that there was some type of dominant, submissive role in their relationship by just his mannerisms when he was around her. Like,
yeah.
To be his girlfriend for that long, and he is who he is, it kind of was like a control. It felt like it's a control thing. Like you can't. Like he wanted in the spotlight. She had to be in his shadow. She had to be known to be his girlfriend. She couldn't be the artist she wanted to be.
So the fact that you think that he settled this lawsuit so fast, do that point to like his like, is it sort of an omission of guilt? Y'all feel like that?
Yeah, I think that her motive or whatever it may have been to speak up against it, I don't think it was ever to necessarily get him locked up. I don't think that was it. I guess it was just to put it out there like, listen, this is what he is. This is who he is. So when he was like, listen, I'm going to pay you, be quiet. Like, I'm not doing this. She was like, yeah, you are going to pay me. Because at the end of the day, I mean, there has to be some compensation for the damages, whatever they are.
Yeah. Well, let me ask y'all.
Quicker than quick.
Let me ask y'all this then. So the fact that like, all right, so a little while ago, Puffy gave back the masters to the artists some of the artists that he had their masters, right? So, but along with that, those masters was a consent form that they had to sign if they get their masters back. Like they couldn't talk bad or say anything.
You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying?
So do that point to like the way that he is like even more like conniving and you know what I mean, and manipulative?
He a master manipulator. Yeah. So, and people at this point were saying it like he done made all the money off the masters anyway. Like it's kind of like you giving them like trash at this point.
Yeah, and like I said, using that as a to get people to, because I think there is going to be more people that's going to come out against him.
Actually, hell
So
yeah.
some of those people who came, some of those people who may come out against him, he was able to probably like to give them the masters and then let them sign that consent form, and then so that's gonna shut him down. But I think he don't really want this. He wanted to get this behind him because I think it's gonna be more cases to come, like behind this, because you already have a few other people who spoke up, like Kamora Lee spoke up. She added her little, Kid Cudi and some. Yeah. So a few other people are adding their, they chiming in on this situation. So I think this is just the tip of the iceberg for him.
Yeah, most definitely.
But
I told you though, Mikey. Yes, I don't know what day it was, but I know I said it like he gonna settle this real quick. One, I don't even think he's worried about the backlash. Not necessarily people talking bad about him, but I don't think that he even cares about the fact that Cassie came up. She accused him of that particular thing. I think he's more worried about his character, like how people are going to now receive him. He cannot handle people not liking him.
Well, I think he has always operated from what he thought was a position of power, and that meaning like if you didn't have enough power, then he didn't really respect you. All he respects is power. So now that I think maybe some people who are above him are not protecting him like they did in the past.
Okay.
Now he is more vulnerable to like what happened today, like this with this lawsuit with Cassie, and other people can come after him, because if he had the powers to be still protecting him, then all this stuff would still go up under the rug just like it did before. But now he is in a position where he's more vulnerable, so that's why he's trying to cover his tracks and
he's
make
older
himself,
too now.
He what?
He's older too, so he's not the young, driven, Howard educated. You know what I'm saying? Like when those people that were above him were protecting him, they were protecting an investment.
Right.
You see, they felt like he was the producer, like they were. Like up and coming, longevity. He was going to be this man, but like you said, when all of these pieces start to kind of crumble and die off around him, literally, then now he's the man. He has to be the person that's fulfilling like the role model position, and a lot of people sick of him at this point. Like they figured him out.
So
I believe everything. And
like what can be like a lesson for young women who like find themselves in a position like this young lady Cassie? Like what can be a lesson?
It's so hard to protect young women from. It's really hard from like the grip of older, rich, powerful. Yeah, it's hard to do that because she was 19, old enough for her to not have to respect the voice of her parents, but young enough for her not to know anything about the situation she was getting herself into.
Yeah.
And so it was an opportunity. Like I got an opportunity. This might be my big break. Like, you know that there was an opportunity. I think it's for the grown man not to manipulate the situation. But how often does that happen?
Right, yeah,
that's never. So you just got to equip your child with the things that they need to know, your daughter, in order to be able to maneuver through what life is going to give them. And honestly, like to me, I think having a father is a huge thing for a young girl. Like in order for a young girl to really understand how to be treated, there has to be a male presence in her life that shows her the level or the platform she needs to be on. And so, like, even though I don't necessarily always agree with like Steve Harvey, but whatever he's poured into this girl as his daughter, has made her very vigilant of not letting men take advantage of her and being able to make the decisions that will protect her if she feels like a man is about to take advantage of her. So I think as a young girl, a young woman needs to experience that type of love.
I think that like women have to understand that like ain't no free lunches. And so like what I mean is like if somebody is they saying they offering you something and eventually like if they offer you something, they're gonna want something in return. And so that not only go for Cassie, but that goes for Steve Harvey's daughter too, because at some point in time, you know, no matter who her father is, she's gonna have a decision to make whether she is going to be able to, you know, accept something from somebody and then think that like if sometimes women think that they can finesse men with sex or their body or their looks or something like that. But if you fall into that trap of trying to finesse a man, especially a rich and powerful man, then it's not gonna go well for the young lady. So like I said, ain't no such thing as a free lunch. And if, you know, just you want to try to avoid that situation of trying to finesse guys, because if it don't work out for you, then this is the kind of situation that you could find yourself in.
Yeah, I don't know if she was in that situation.
She might have been in a position where she thought that she can handle this older, more experienced guy. You know, she, like you said, she was only 19. She dealing with a guy who was in the business for years. He an older man. He was well seasoned, and he had power. So she might have been in a position where she thought that she could handle this guy and finesse her way through the situation. So, and that's a lot of times that's what the young women think, that they can, you know, get through these situations.
I think there's a different group of women that young finesses in Cassie's category. She doesn't strike me as the type of person that went into this thinking that she was going to finesse him. I do think that might have been part of her decision to even entertain him, was that, oh, he's puffy. I mean, if I'm 19 and he's 37 and we in the same circles, it's a possibility. He wasn't a bad 37 looking, 37-year-old. I could see me being young and vulnerable and naive, but not looking to take somebody's money. Like, I don't think that she went into it finessing. I think she went into it like most young girls go into situations with older men, wanting maybe some power and control or whatever the case may be.
But she was trying to get to a point in her career, and he dangled that, he used that.
So why does she need to be more cautious? Why can't we point the finger at him like he was dead wrong for even
if you try to point the finger, okay, so if you try to point the finger at the person who you think is the offender, then a lot of times it's going to be too late. That's what I'm trying to tell you. So if, you know, a lot of times you don't learn from your mistakes until after you made them.
I just don't think
if he a predator, he's not going to tell you what your mistakes are. He playing the game to his advantage. He trying to take advantage of her. So he's not looking out for her best interest. So if you want to hold him accountable, it's too late. It's like calling the police after the crime has been committed.
But see, here's the thing. With those type of situations, fear is a huge part of that. And I've never
on whose behalf?
Hers. I've never been in a situation where I've been abused to that extent, where I was afraid. However, I've been in a situation where I've been mentally tore down, mentally abused. And the moment it got to the point where it was like, oh, it's about to be hands put on somebody, I had to stop it. But that was me because I didn't even want to start it.
Yeah.
However, everybody does not have that same luxury. Once they're in these situations, again, this man is 18 years older than her, powerful, has money, has opportunity. I'm sure he was lying to her, like you said, dangling all of these things over her head. But nobody's going to tell me, just like he didn't put an NDA in place, just like so he silenced her. Mm-hmm. I feel like she probably felt, if I come out now, he might kill me for real. Like, I don't believe that she just sat on that for years and years just to be like, oh, now, like, oh yeah, I'm coming out because I need 30 million. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
That would be a terrible move on her part if it was strictly motivated by needing money.
No, success. I mean, I'm talking about initially she was chasing fame, and he preyed on the fact that she chasing fame, and he dangled that in front of her. And she knew, and she probably knew, even though she was 19, she knew, because now what they say is, all right, women mature faster than men. So if at 19 she need to understand there ain't no such thing as a free lunch. Like if a man hand you something, then a man wants something.
Here's the thing,
women should
though.
know that from an early age.
I don't necessarily think that she went into it thinking that she was getting a free lunch. Like I said, there's a line that needs to be drawn. There are some women who intentionally go after men for a free lunch.
Yeah.
Because they know what
you got a daughter, your daughter's 16, right? 15, your daughter 15. And if a dude offer her something, you immediately you're gonna tell her what? Yeah, what do he want? What do he want?
I don't think she was naive. I didn't think that she was naive, but I also don't think
that if you tell a kid one time, you tell your daughter one time, ain't no such thing as a free lunch.
Yeah, right. You think they're gonna listen?
Well,
hell no. No, ain't telling her don't mean nothing.
Well,
that don't mean that's like telling your son don't go around slapping girls on their asses at school, and you tell him once and he don't listen. He go and slap ass all day.
All you can do is tell your kid and help your kid, hope that your kid make the correct mistake.
So you think that it's her fault because nobody told her?
I'm not saying
nobody told her to walk into a situation.
No.
Yeah, hell no.
I'm just telling y'all this how the game of life go.
No.
This is how the game of life go.
No. I've been playing the game of life about 43 years. I don't think it go that way.
That's how it's played. This is how the game of life is played.
Let me tell you this. I'm not no fool at all. And when I was 19, I was not necessarily going after a free lunch. But if a young man, an older man, a man offered me a lunch and he had some money and wanted to date me, I could see me dating him, not thinking, oh, he's trying to take full-fledged advantage of me. She didn't necessarily, you cannot convince me that all she saw in this man was a meal ticket. And nobody warned her that he was going to.
Opportunity.
So what? He did too.
Right, exactly.
He did. So how are we blaming her?
I'm not blaming her.
So why are we even focusing on the fact that she was naive
I'm just saying,
in the situation?
If you are a young person, if you're young, that go for men and like
no, it
like
don't.
Boys.
No, it don't. No, it don't. You don't believe that.
I do. I'm telling
no, you don't.
I'm gonna tell you from my own experience. If you get into something and you know you're about to be in over your head, then you need to pull yourself back out of that situation.
You told us
no.
You told us
she was in over her head with this dude.
Well, listen though. You told us before a while ago about the chick that had you on edge when you was a kid.
Right.
Whoever that, and your mother and everybody else told you get out the situation, and your hard-headed tail did not listen because you was in love. How come we can't give her that same grace?
I'm not saying that you can't give her the grace. I'm just saying that if your people tell you, all you can do is tell the people what is in store for them, and if they make that decision, the same thing.
So whatever happens, so you saying whatever they make the decision to get in these situations after one person told them the right thing to do.
Right.
If they make these decisions to get in their situation, then whatever happens to them in that situation happens because they made the wrong decision to get in it anyway. You can't possibly think a 19-year-old is gonna listen. You had a 19-year-old twice over, and neither one of them probably listened. Like, I just don't feel like she walked into that with all of this experience and knowledge and then chose to go against her better judgment because she was still trying to get a meal ticket.
Right, so even
Puppy came after her. She did not want to even date him. He was too damn old. She didn't want to date him.
No matter what, even if you go against your better judgment, whether it's your better judgment or not, sometimes you are in over your head.
I mean, okay, she was, but that's not her fault that she was in over her head. She probably didn't have any guidance, nobody telling her. She's in this situation with a rich and very, very powerful man. And she is a young girl with little in comparison to what he has. So I just don't feel like, I think it's unfair to say that, one, that there's no free lunches and somebody should have told her
So
that.
you don't believe that it's like it's something for, you don't get something for nothing. All right.
And they were in it for forever and he wouldn't let her leave. He wouldn't let her leave.
All right, let me ask y'all this. Let me say this. Now, so Puff Daddy is in a situation where all these allegations and all these skeletons are coming out the closet. Now, before along the line for like the last 20 or 30 years or so, like all this stuff has been able to been swept under the rug. The reason why that stuff has been able to been swept under the rug is because people who are more powerful than him, who control the media and they control access to different things, they allowed that stuff to be swept under the rug. So the fact that we even talking about this stuff is because that like he may not have certain backing that he had. So now he made the same decision that this girl made. He decided to get into a situation with people that was over his head, who put him in a position of power for people who are under him. And now they have done the same thing to him or doing the same thing to him that he did to this girl. So he is publicly about to be, or is being like exposed.
That's his fault.
No, it's not getting swept under the publicly. All this stuff is coming out. Everybody is talking about his connection to different crimes. I'm not even concerned with it. Only, like I said, the only reason why we know about it is because people allow us to know about it. All right, because there are other people who commit the same kind of crimes and do the same kind of things that Puffy do, that this stuff is not even out. So they're saying it's all in what they, the powers that be want us to know. So, and he is in a position where he thought that he would be able to maintain or keep this power that he had, but for some reason he might have pissed somebody off, one of the powers that be.
Yeah, he might be on somebody's hit list at the very top. Yeah. He might be next on the totem pole, but if you don't mistreat people, you don't have to worry about stuff like that. Well, yeah,
he had a decision to make he had decisions to make too.
And he chose his narcissistic, selfish, powerful self every step along the way. He let Cassie go when he let her go because he was ready to move on to something else.
Yeah.
Yeah, like soon as he was ready to move on, where she at going? Like it's just a lot of stuff with him that doesn't make sense. And I'm not gonna say that I've always been leery of this man. Like, I don't know, I always thought he was problematic.
Though, that people who are not just women, but men too, who are in, like, if they're seeking fame and fortune, and he's standing at the door, then a lot of those young guys are going to be, be put in uncompromising positions too.
And did anybody father tell them to understand that there's no free lunches? Because a lot of them went and exploited themselves for a free lunch.
And they still do. Yeah, they do. They exploit themselves or allow themselves to be exploited. So, all right, so if a young man allow himself to be exploited, then, you know what I mean? Then the same rule apply for them too.
Anybody that preys on the weak, younger, poor, I have a problem with those people, because I'm not going to blame the person that they're preying on, because if I'm a person that's being preyed upon, I'm looking for an out. And Puffy knew all of these people were looking for an out. And he preyed upon them because they needed that out. Yeah. And he built a whole platform on top of that.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, if you playing basketball and you get dunked on, it's the same thing. It's all a game. If you're getting dunked on, then you do things to prevent getting dunked on. You can't just blame the person that dunked on you.
Oh, no, ain't no way, man.
It's all a game.
No, he's not. No,
that's the game of life.
No,
that's the game of life. That's the game of life.
Mm-mm. I just don't feel like your game of life applies to this situation.
Yeah, it is.
It's way more deeper, not clean cut. This ain't about some old simple somebody in a moment taking advantage of you because they a better skills or play better. This is just somebody willingly taking advantage of another person because he's a man, he has more money, and he's powerful. It don't have nothing to do with nothing else. Like, I could see she was blinded, and I'm not going to say that she didn't have her own fault in it. I'm sure there's some things that she in her own mind is like, why did I let that happen? However, at the end of the day, he knew what he was doing. He was manipulating this girl, pushing it over like he loved her.
Right.
All of this stuff. I'm sure he was feeding her all of that. Oh, I'm the only person that love you. He was dressing her, providing her money. Like, he literally had like a woman that he's enslaved. And what happens when people get enslaved? The only way to take over a person or make yourself more powerful is to brainwash them. You cannot keep a person enslaved if they got knowledge. So he kept her behind doors. He kept her hidden. He kept her away from other men who would show them that, oh, this is what a man should be treating you like. Any threat to him, he kept away from her. He enslaved that girl and made her a slave to his system. And the only way you can do that is instilling fear and humiliating, breaking somebody to their core. That's how you break people. That's how they broke slaves. You got to make the man feel like he is less than. If I can break his ego, then I got him. Mm-hmm. So that's what he did. He broke her all the way down and then built her back up the way he wanted her to look. When he got tired of her, what'd he do? Oh, you can leave now. Go ahead. Now she leave and find a whole nother situation where she not only gets married, but has children. Why didn't they have children all that time they was together?
Why? Who didn't have children?
Her and Puffy.
Oh, I don't know. You
see what I'm saying? So there is no way I can put blame on this woman for being in a situation that I'm sure was presented to her as if it was going to be the best situation of her life. And
so now that if all right, so now do you think that she would do things different than that right now?
I think she's probably learned in the choice of men. So her next husband or her husband after that relationship was a completely different person, a completely different man, treated her.
Now that she got experience, so she makes different choices, right?
Yeah, well, of course, we all do once we learn from our mistakes, but I'm not going to make that mistake. Like, I'm not going to make that mistake her defining moment because it's not. No, it's not who she is. I'm just saying,
like, people, like, if you know better, then a lot of times you'll do better.
Yeah, well, you don't know better until after you have done wrong.
That's what I'm saying.
You don't know better until you've done wrong.
He preyed on the fact that she didn't know, and and that's why he took advantage of that situation, allegedly.
Oh, he definitely took advantage of it. That's why he allegedly gave, and I'm guaranteed. Yeah, and it's probably more money than $30 million that she was asking for. Because now he's in a position where his character is about to be shot. So now he's up there trying to save face. And now he's trying to flip it where he looks like this wholesome gentleman who I guess has learned from his mistakes over the years. So if I give her, I'm a graciously, no, he probably somewhere telling his lawyers, no, don't give her 30, that's petty cash. Give her 75 and keep her walking. You see what I'm saying? Just to make himself look good on the end of it.
Do y'all think if more cases going to come out of these kind of situations?
If people see that they can get money, but everybody not gonna get the money from him. Yep. Yep. Yeah. I don't think so. I don't think that he was. I don't think that he has been in those. Yeah, I don't think he's been in those extensive relationships since Cassie. Nope. Not even with Kim Porter, because that was on again, off again through everybody that he was dealing with over the years. So I don't even think that situation was, I feel like the relationship that he had the most exposure in was that one.
So did he date that girl? What's the other one from Danity Kane? Did he date her, or she was the one from? So she just, what's her name, Aubrey?
Okay.
She's just basically just trying to alert people to the kind of person that he is.
But look at Danity Kane and look at who you're saying speaking. Yeah, but look and look at the person that said, "Oh no, yeah, I believe every word of it." Out of that group, I'm looking at her like she would be the one that he would target. She looks like his type.
Who?
Aubrey, the one who was talking the most. Yeah, yeah. He probably was pressing that girl. He probably was pressing her. I'm sure he was pressing her.
In that short time, that was like, okay.
Like, oh yeah, yeah, he did that.
Yeah.
And that's another reason that made him be like, you know what? Let me settle this because it's way too many people. Mm-mm.
So yeah, I believe it's a lot that can get out, and I think it's probably this ain't the end of it for him, as far as like people coming forward and
But
making
he
this
just
kind
a
of allegation.
posting. He's just a posting like, like whatever. It's nothing wrong. Just going on about his business.
Yeah.
Like,
No, you good. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, well, publicly, that's what you want to, like how you want to handle the situation without doing. It's like damage control. So
Of
that's
course.
what he in damage control mode right now. And I don't know. I'm just trying to.
And is
see
there a
what
little
else
bit
can
of
come down the
her
pipe.
that's probably like gotcha bit? Like, is that hell yeah? There's something in her that is rejoicing, like that little part of her. Yeah. No, I'm just saying, like, not necessarily like got you in that sense, but I really think that something in her probably feels like she finally got him back. Like I'm in power now, and I'm not the person that's being abused or weak or whatever the case may
Yeah,
be.
I think it probably is like some some I got you or got get back type because
Well, maybe I shouldn't have said that.
he did it.
Because let me rephrase that. Let me rephrase that. Maybe not get back was the wrong word. I feel like there's something in her that now has power through her being able to put him out there or put this story out there. I feel like it gave her power in this situation to kind of let it go. That's why her coming back saying she was also amicable in this conversation. They had the exact same statement. So if I'm still burdened by something, I wouldn't be able to amicably agree.
That was part of the agreement. The lawyers set that in place. So if I'm gonna settle out of court with you, you're not still gonna have beef with me. You're gonna come to the table and say the same thing I'm saying, so it can look like we're on the same, we're on the same page. So you can't take my money and then continue to bash me.
I guess you can't, but so like if we're looking at it, so never. I'm not gonna say nothing else because I don't want to make the discussion extra crazy. But
yeah,
I don't know.
No,
I hope that the outcome was to, for her to find her peace through this situation, even with releasing that. I don't know if the motive was even, because I feel like they probably could have settled this without the media knowing anything at all, if there was an opportunity to. Like, who told this? Like, who released this information to the public? Is like, who told this? Like, who told the story?
Well, I don't know. I guess we can wonder, like, if they gave him an opportunity to respond to these
No, I'm just thinking
these
like
allegations or these charges before they they say, look, we want X amount of dollars because we feel like you did this. Maybe the lawyers did present him. Maybe he didn't think that that she would go through with it or something. I don't know.
No, she probably released it herself. It probably did matter to her. Yeah. I was just wondering, like, if she went to the court, filed the papers, and somebody else at the courts released the information to the public. Like, how did the public get so much immediate access to, like, the court document? How was that?
I think all this came through the New York Times. I think the first.
Okay.
So
somebody went and actively sought this information. That's what I wanted to know. Like, I just don't believe that it would make it would make it seem like a publicity thing. It would make it seem like a publicity thing at some point if it was like, how everybody else, you leaked your own, whatever the case may be. I just don't think that was even in her mind to actually, I'm a publicly like humiliate
I think it would have been smart for her to release it though, to go public. I think,
okay. And went and okay.
I think it gave her leverage to release it publicly.
How?
Because because now everybody know what's going on. And he, like I said, he got a lot of other stuff that's coming out about him. So that's why he wanted to, to get this thing behind him fast so he can get it over with. So it helped her publicly more so than it,
You know what bothered me the most though? What is the lady's name that played on she got a hyphenated last name, Paul something. Have y'all seen her response to this?
No.
What is her name?
What'd she say?
Oh, it's ridiculous. Paula White or something like that.
Paula J. White?
Yes, her. I just saw it. Paula Jai Parker.
Oh, okay.
You've seen this lady before. She's an actress. Google her. You've seen her. She is wilding on Cassie.
I've seen her.
This
before.
lady.
She used to be on like a reality show.
She usually played like she was on Friday.
Yeah,
she was
what you call them, Girlfriend.
Yeah.
She played a Hustle and Flow.
Yeah, her. So she's had so much to say. Pretty much like I'm gonna just say, maybe I'm jaded because I'm here. I live it and see it every day. The pretty ones with little talent take what they want, while the rest of us depend on God. The Bible says bribery is okay in business. Give a little to get ahead. So she did. He should have took the deal. Like she is
Who
just.
should have took the deal?
I don't know, but she has been saying so much stuff. Like she was saying, like Cassie, because she's pretty, and women like her get these opportunities that she didn't get. I don't know. It just seemed like, ma'am, who asked you to speak on this?
Yeah, I mean,
on this platform.
Her perspective.
Mr. Combs' decision to settle the lawsuit does not in any way undermine his flat-out denial of claim. He is happy that they got a mutual settlement and wishes Miss Ventura the best. Yeah, I mean,
he supposed to say, like I said, that's all, he's supposed to say that, and now that he has settled, both of them, it's like a kumbaya type moment. And she probably, I mean, like some of the allegations and stuff that was said, that like some of the things that he took her through and that he did to her, he made her do, like that stuff really left a scar on her and hurt her and everything. So how all of a sudden, you know what I mean? So she not over that stuff. I mean, it'll probably take a lifetime for her to get over that stuff. But the statement that she made, was probably drafted by some lawyers.
Listen, this lady said, "Oh, that's right. I forgot. Y'all get caught. I'm sorry. Oh, that's right. I forgot. Y'all get caught up in beautiful. You see a pretty little fawn and think Bambi instead of a baby demon. Like, miss, why her? She just came in. She says, but yes, I believe she deserved compensation. It was like a marriage and she became accustomed to the lifestyle. And after all that stuff she wrote, she did. I don't think he was ever really going to marry her. I think y'all just don't like him, but he did invent the game. He just plays it. Hubby thinks I don't like her, but that's not true. I don't like chicks that take the easy route and get married when it doesn't pan out. God bless the child who's got his own. I just feel like,
I'll tell you, a lot of people gonna feel like that though.
I just feel like nobody asked her. Like, find another platform to jump on, not on who are you, miss? You see, like, Who are you? You are a nobody. You know what I'm saying? To just come in and feel this strongly about it. This was her opportunity to get some relevance.
Yeah,
Because why would she be chiming in so heavily?
Just like I said, just like the powers that be, like when they come for him, like people not gonna really feel sorry for Puff Daddy because of what he did. Like, you know, this is the bid that he made, and you know, people expect him to sleep in it. So people not gonna feel bad for him. Like, you know, like whatever else come down the line to him, it is what it is because it's the bid that he made.
Absolutely. I mean, I can agree on that. I can agree on that wholeheartedly. And I hope people don't feel, ain't nobody feel bad for R. Kelly. So let's not feel bad for Diddy either.
Made some, you know, he made some decisions.
Motivated by some mental instabilities, some mommy issues, which I think they share. So
who share?
Him and Diddy. So yeah, they probably have the same mommy issue. But I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Stay tuned for more.
Yeah, I mean, I just
Diddy
think it's more stuff to come down, you know, that's gonna come out.
Yeah, absolutely.
But, all right, so now I was gonna go into like the relationship stuff first, but you know, I did the Puff Daddy stuff because everybody know that's a hot topic. But now I got a relationship scenario for you, right? Now tell me, who do you think is like is more delusional in this relationship? So I was talking to a buddy of mine, not Edward. I was talking to a buddy of mine, and he's seeing a young lady, and she told him that she don't want to date him because he's not ambitious enough for her, and he still live with his mother, right? So she don't have her own place either. She sleep on a mattress on the floor at her daughter's house, and who do you think is the most in this relationship, in that scenario? Who is the most delusional one, him or her? The dude that's sleeping at his mother's house and got his own bedroom, or this young lady who is at her daughter's house on a mattress on the floor?
I mean, logically, right. They're both delusional because
I said the most.
I don't know. I can't call it. I mean, if we're gonna present the lady like she's in a worse situation because she's sleeping on a mattress, maybe her daughter only has one bedroom, and maybe it's an air mattress that's a deluxe air mattress that doesn't feel like an air mattress on the floor. So, and he's at his mother's house. If he could have a bedroom or not, it doesn't matter. Like, he could also have a bedroom with nothing in it. Like, so they both are delusional to even, I think it would be, I wouldn't necessarily say, I think hypocritical is more of a better word to use, because she in a glass house throwing stones, because you can't tell somebody they need to be more ambitious and you're at the same level or lower than them. You can't say that. If you're gonna force somebody to be ambitious and driven, you have to at least be ambitious and driven yourself, because if not,
so that means that she is more delusional then, because she is.
He wanted her to be more delusional.
No, but I mean,
what do you think? What do you think? Who do you think is more delusional?
I think because, all right, now say like, all right, if he was, say like if this guy married her or something and he brought her to his mother's house and they stayed at his mother's house with their own bedroom. People have done that before. People do that.
But that's not what she's saying.
No, I mean, I'm just saying.
If he did that, then that would be
able
cool.
to do that because he, you know, at least he have his own bedroom. But now she is sleeping on the floor, and she gonna call this man unambitious, and she don't even have a room of her own.
So you're telling me that he's in a better position?
He definitely is in a better position
because he got his childhood room in the same twin bed.
Yeah.
Oh no, sir. He can't even have company. He can't even have company. He with his mama. Like, at least she with her daughter. Her daughter probably like, "Ma, do you, boo, in here?" Like, there's no way you would have convinced me that both of them ain't lackluster and BS together.
She way more delusional.
Oh no, ain't no way more. I'm gonna tell you what she is. No, she's just, she has audacity. She had the audacity and nerve to tell somebody they were less than when she was. Yeah.
He more delusional how?
And exactly, and men are supposed to do what?
Right. And he could provide.
No, he can't.
He could provide a bedroom for her.
No, he
All
can't.
she
It's
could
not
do-
his.
That's his bedroom.
Well, what if her at her exactly?
Yes,
And I'm not coming to your mother's house. I'm not coming to your mother's house and sleep in the bedroom that you've had since you were 13. No way. No way.
What now? What did Melissa say?
Because she is the one saying he is less ambitious, she is dependent on the child she raised. Okay, she raised this child. So she can raise this human being. He is still being raised.
No, he's not still being raised. Well, I mean, people did it for years.
Here's the thing.
People have lived in their house. Like you have more than one generation that live in a house.
Let's start here. If he and she are both in situations where they're staying with their kids, or parent, neither one of them needs to be dating anybody and telling anybody what their ambitions are like until they fix their own shit. Like, let's start there. If I'm displaced, I'm not out here trying to date, because then I might be looking for a free meal, a lunch plan. If I'm out here, but I don't have the energy to date at all if I'm in a situation where I'm sleeping on my kid's mattress or in my mother's basement. Yeah, like, no, you're just not in a position to date, because when the person asks you where you live, you should be uncomfortable saying either one of those things.
Saying either one of what? That you live with your mother?
Or my daughter on the sofa. Like, I'm just not. Because he's the man. And we know how you feel about men.
When I met Melissa, I was living with my mother. What's the difference?
Did Melissa tell you you are not ambitious enough? Were you living with your mother in the hopes of staying with your mother forever and not exactly?
Well, no, I mean, I wasn't.
He probably living there for 2 months.
No, but still, I mean, some women, even though I was living with my mother, some women probably still would have been like, nah, that's not going. Yeah, he not there, but he volunteered to go there too.
No. Why would he volunteer to go there?
He probably helping his mother out, or he might be saving money.
So maybe she doing the same thing.
Yeah, but at least if she doing the same thing, she should at least
her daughter got a 1 bedroom.
Get accommodated. Like
her daughter has a 1 bedroom. No, that's all she got. Just like his mama, all he got.
No, I think she is a lot more delusional.
Yeah, because of her, she the wrong gender.
No, not because no. No, I mean
they delusional, naive, vulnerable, and cafeteria ladies, obviously.
No. All right, say if the shoe was on the other foot and he was living with his son and he's sleeping on a mattress, in his son's house, and she was living with her father, and he told her something like that, I'd have been like, he crazy too.
No, I doubt it.
Yeah,
I doubt it.
He would have used Melissa's comment.
What?
He already raised his son, so he can live with his son.
Well, no, I mean, I just think that, like I said, people generate. All right, man, I see y'all. Generations of people. All right, now, generations of people always, they live. You can have 2 generations to live with each other, like like the mother and the daughter, or the mother and the son. They do that because they have family.
Yeah, well.
Now he contribute to the household.
And here's the thing. You making her the bum on the mattress, and she don't do nothing. But yeah, of course not. No, we're not doing this. This ain't no fair playing ground. You giving me some ridiculous woman.
Like, all right, so should he go get another apartment then so he could live, so she could come live with him? No. If she don't want him now, if she don't want him now while he with his mother, then she not gonna act right when he get his own apartment.
Well, he need to take her for a test drive and see, since he the man he want to make a good woman out of her. Let him.
I mean, yeah, I think that she is delusional. She definitely, huh?
I think he. Okay, so I think he's delusional to think that he's going to get any woman above her caliber living at his mama house. Now,
he could get a woman better than somebody that's sleeping on.
No, he can't. Absolutely.
She might be able to.
Because if he had his own place, she can just go there. He wouldn't care what. He don't care that. Honestly, the problem is he don't give a damn. He don't give a damn. It don't matter. He don't care about that lady sleeping on no sofa. That's why he didn't say nothing about her ambitions. He was dating her till she said something to him about the ambition.
See, a lot of times, like a guy, he don't like.
Exactly.
Dudes don't care like if a woman.
They love a project.
Yeah.
Exactly. Hence
Sometimes
Cassie and Diddy.
do.
They love a project. Love somebody that they feel like they can build up and dress up and tote around. Yeah. Hell yeah.
So on his end, if he can't control the situation, and he probably mad that she told him that, she can't be with him. Like if somebody homeless tell me they can't be with me, I'm gonna be.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not even gonna be in that position. So as soon as we had that first conversation, they shouldn't even been getting that deep with either one of them cared. As soon as they had that first conversation, I know what I can and cannot handle. I don't care what my situation is. My situation can be way, way worse than yours. But if you at your mama's house and at that moment I can't handle it, I ain't handling it. I don't care what my situation is. I can be sleeping on the bench in the park.
No.
If I choose to not deal with you because I don't like your situation, you probably ain't never got to know mine.
You coming up off that bench, yo.
Yeah, because you gonna get me up off the bench. I'm coming up off the bench with you because you felt inclined to move me in. Like, no, we're not doing this.
Yeah, but I mean, you're not gonna lay on that bench and then talk stuff about nobody.
Oh yes, I am. Yes, I am.
That's the news.
Because I already feel like I'm in a better position than you anyway.
That's my whole point.
Like he feel like he get a pass because he at his mama house doing right by mama because I'm her great son and I do everything right. Yeah, the hell with that.
See, that's my point. She think, I don't know, like, why does she think that she get to talk stuff about him? And she is like in a worse position than he is.
To you, he don't think it's worse because he was still talking to her. It's rude and can't make the decisions themselves.
Yeah, because her living conditions are not up to what his living conditions.
You don't know that.
I do know. He told me.
I do know. He told me.
Yeah. Yeah, they are both under somebody else.
And I know that basement got cement walls and pipes showing in the concrete floor, just like this one. I know it. Yeah, a curtain up to the little one that's real old. And he got a little rug that you can put that rug down. You don't want to keep stepping down there, and it smells like ashes and cigarettes down there. Yeah. I'm not trying here. And he got an open steel on the nightstand, and the nightstand is crate.
She is delusional.
Milk crate. He got milk crates stacked on top of each other as his nightstand.
All right. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I think that I want everybody to chime in, speak on it, let me know if y'all agree with me or not. I'm sure the fellas going to agree with me that this young lady is definitely, she delusional.
The fellas, you heard who said going to agree.
No,
yeah.
She is,
He is delusional. How can he think his situation is better?
His situation is better. Because people, like families you'll have more than one generation living in a house.
And she got the same thing over there.
But she don't even have her own room, like a private area for her to sleep in. At least he got his own room. He do have his own room. It's just him. It's just him and his mother living in the house.
And it's just her and her daughter.
And it might be just her and her daughter, but at least she don't have, and I think women probably need more stuff than men as far as like their living conditions. I have seen dudes who like sofa searching surf and sleep on different people's couches and stuff like that.
But this ain't this
a man
man.
can just carry, you know what I mean? Like sometimes a dude just carry a backpack
Sorry, I
with all
fell asleep.
his clothes and stuff in there, and then he'll go sleep on somebody's couch for a couple weeks.
But he okay, because he walking around with his stuff in a stick on his back.
Like, but
From pillar to post.
now his situation is not better than hers, but I'm just saying that she would probably need better accommodations or more accommodations than
Listen, her
she
daughter
would.
has a very nice apartment. It's big enough. It's about 1,200, 1,300 square feet. That's a lot of square footage for one bedroom.
How you know it's out Towson?
Because
Yeah,
I know her.
yeah.
I know all your friends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I'm convinced that both males in this situation
are delusional.
the one telling the story.
And the storyteller.
No, I just think
I'm crying.
yeah, I need y'all to speak up on this situation. man.
Don't.
Look, every time people speak on this situation that we are
No,
they be on my
yo,
people
he
like,
loves
I
to
I
gas.
showed y'all proof the last time we was in here. Not only do it be men, I don't even count the fellas. The women, it be women.
It be one woman, one.
No,
And she be
all
like,
right.
"You're right, Mike," and you
Check.
be like, "She said that if she agreed with me."
Check the comments.
And then you go to her page and she all her words spelled wrong. So we're not gonna take her for face value because she can't spell.
Speaking of spelling words wrong, right? Me and you had a discussion or debate about something. I forgot what we was debating about. But the person who left a comment, Manny. We about nannies. Nannies and nannies.
Okay.
Yeah, so we was debating about nannies versus mannies, and then the person left a comment and be like, something. They said something to the effect that this is like watching two idiots having this discussion. But
not idiots.
Yeah, they spell idiots wrong. So
on purpose?
No. Yeah.
Hey,
they spelled the word idiot wrong, and I was like, man, check this person out.
Listen, that's what comes when you start getting hot and famous. People, right? Thank you, and thank you for calling us idiots with 2 D's. We're good with that. We'll take it. You're right. Yeah, come on back, because we know you watching. We know you watching to see if these idiots are talking more stuff. Like,
we appreciate your
yeah,
input.
we love all that.
Yeah, so continue to
like, subscribe,
comment. Definitely. But
right.
Yeah. So now, with that being said, make sure that you like and subscribe to the channel. Also, go to urbanplatformfashion.com.
Oh, toasty up in this.
I know, yo.
Oof.
Order yourself. We got short sleeve t-shirts, long sleeve t-shirts, and also we have hoodies. We have socks. Now, for the socks, you'll have to go to the Instagram and put your order in. But we have the 11/11 socks.
How about to say?
Yeah, the socks. Yeah, we do have some socks in stock, but yeah, they are running low.
Yeah, people are buying very quickly.
Yeah, so the socks are selling. But yeah, but go to Instagram. You have to go to Instagram to order the socks. And yeah, so with that being said, we out of here. Make sure to tune in though tomorrow, Sunday, for Sports Talk Sunday. Tomorrow we're gonna be talking about I want to talk about Angel Reese a little bit tomorrow. Ooh. And like what's going on with Angel Reese over there at LSU, and hopefully they not really getting off to the best start. I like Angel Reese, and I like the coach over there. What's the coach name at? Kim Mulkey. Yeah, I've been watching her since she was in college. I mean, I'm an old dude, Jack.
I think it's great competition that they are right here where they are. Maybe they need the humbling effect. Maybe they need because they came out and maybe the expectation was that they was going to work everybody over this year because they won last year and they got the best team. Yeah. But they're here now and it's not the same.
Right. Yeah.
And she spoke on.
Oh, she did.
Yeah, she said something, Kim. She said something like, they they needed this.
Right, yeah. Cause I mean, this is a learning lesson. This
For the last game.
she wasn't. Oh wow, yeah. See, this is a learning lesson for young people. Like as soon as you obtain some success, you know that the work was just beginning.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? So hopefully Angel Reese will. I hope she don't got it in her mind that she just gonna like forego college. And well, she a senior this year, right? Yeah. So forego college and try to shoot to the WNBA because.
Yeah, you gotta finish.
You gotta finish college.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I don't know. Hopefully she'll be able to get it back on track.
Yeah, I can't wait to hear this tomorrow. I like to hear.
So we're gonna talk about Angel Reese tomorrow. We're gonna talk about the Ravens. So tune in tomorrow at Sunday, every Sunday, 11 a.m. So yeah, with that being said, we appreciate y'all. Make sure to like and subscribe. We'll see y'all tomorrow. Peace.
Yeah.